Let's look at some group data and find the approximate mean, variance, and standard deviation. So the first thing we need to do is find the class midpoints. So again, remember to do that. I'm going to take the lower class limits and add those together. And then divide by 2 here. So when I do that, I get 250, and so on. So here, that would be 350, 450, 550, 650, and then 750. So now that I have my midpoints, I'm going to type my midpoints into L1 and my numbers or my frequencies into L2. So again, to be able to get have it here, I'm going to do second plus 4 and then enter, and I'm going to clear out all my lists that I have in there. I'm going to press stat and then enter here. I'm going to type in my midpoints into L1, so type those in. 250, 350, 450, 550, 650, and 750. And then I can press the over arrow to go to L2, and then I'm going to type in my frequencies here. So now that I've typed those in, I'm going to go back and do second mode to quit out of that. This is a little bit different, same way we did in 3.1 to calculate our descriptive statistics. I'm going to press stat and go over to calc and do one variable statistics and do second one, but I want it to use L1 and L2, so I want it to tell the calculator that I have some group data. So to do that, I'm going to hit the comma just above the 7 and then hit second L2 to tell that I have group data. Now, if you have a calculator that has a menu, when you go to OneVar stats, your list, you're going to type in L1, so beside of list, do second 1, then press the down arrow on your calculator, and then for the frequency list, you're going to hit second 2, so your frequency list should say L2, go down to calculate, and then press enter. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter here. And that'll calculate our descriptive statistics here. So our approximate mean, and are we dealing with a population or a sample? Pretty large values here. So it's probably all the people that took the SAT. So we're looking at the population. So our population mean here is approximately 520. And then we want the standard deviation. So that here is approximately 117.26. Those are pretty close. You notice it takes a while before those change. And then we want to calculate the variance. So let's do that down here. So our variance here, so we're going to take that whole value there. So 117.2576367, and we're going to square that. So again, remember the easy way to do that is to go to VARs, and then number 5 for statistics, and then number 4 is our population standard deviation, and then square that, and that way we don't have to type in that whole value, and then enter. So 13749.35. So again, you don't want to round the standard deviation when you're trying to find variance. You want to wait until the end before you round that. So we have our mean here. and then our standard deviation, and then our variance. So that tells you how to do group data. So just make sure you don't make the mistake. You want to always make sure that when you're typing that in to the calculator that you're doing 1 var stats L1 comma L2. Otherwise, it won't pick up on the fact that you're working with your group data. Again, if you have the menu, your list is going to be L1. Your frequency list will be L2. So make sure that you're doing that.